Hello everyone, I hope that you are all doing well. My name is Adrian Rossi. I'm the representative for District 27, which is the Richmond district. I was out on these roads one day, cruising through the streets when I had the idea to begin a Roadside Chat video series where I hop in my car and begin to discuss a variety of topics. Before everyone asks about the accent, I'm intentionally dropping it so that I'm better understood. A vast majority of us stay up to date through the internet, so I figured that I'd use this method to connect the people of San Andreas and shed some light on matters in the state. Politics and government can be difficult to follow up with, so the aim of these videos will be to break information down so it's more easily digestible. You may have seen Lieutenant Governor Wade's Fireside Chat series, but he serves under the executive branch while I serve under the legislative branch of government. So with that in mind, you will likely receive information through a different lens if we ever come across the same topics. If you've watched Mr. Wade's Fireside Chat episode 4, you'll know he announced that he was working alongside the Senate to produce a sunshine law. I have the great privilege of being involved in this process, and I expect that I'll be the one to propose the bill. This is something that I have been working on independently for many months now. So my team and I were extremely excited to cooperate with the Office of the Lieutenant Governor. Mr. Wade, in my professional opinion, is very talented, so anytime he involves himself in a project, you can always expect results. Now, if you don't know what a sunshine law is, it refers to ensuring that people have the freedom to request information from government agencies so long as that information is not detrimental to ongoing investigations or other similar matters. This includes requesting information which could compromise individuals' personal safety or the security of the state. There's always necessary exceptions to the rules, but the general principle is that records will be accessible to the public. Another thing I wanted to touch base on was the Hydrant Initiative. It's a joint initiative which initially started between the Los Santos Fire Department and the Republican caucus. They reached out to me, and in turn I invited more of my colleagues to discuss the possibilities to make this a success. The initiative itself aims to provide more fire hydrants in Sandy Shores, Grapeseed, Fort Z in our industrial zones to the east of Los Santos County, and in some other areas. Idea came from then Chief Anthony Vieira after the February 6 armed windmill fire. The concerns rose that there was no readily accessible treated water source for fire extinguishing. We met rather urgently following his outreach. Soon enough, we brought in other bodies like Public Works and the Office of the Lieutenant Governor and his Office of Emergency Services. Eventually, the Office of Planning and Special Projects opened a bid, for companies to submit their labor estimates. However, due to an unfortunate set of circumstances and timing, the bidding had to be halted. I'll be requesting that Mr. Wade's administration open the bidding once everything is settled. Oh. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello, Isabel.
Hello, Adrian. You've been a hard man to reach recently.
I know, I've been meaning to reach out. When you called me last time, I was heading to a time-sensitive meeting.
That's okay. Well, the reason I'm calling is in relation to my bill for adoption. I won't beat around the bush. I'm asking if you would refer it to Diana's committee. Insofar it's sat idle, and I'd like to start debating it before summer's over.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I can do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. That was Senator Garcia. She was calling about her adoption bill and was asking for it to be referred to the Help Committee. If you didn't already know, according to the current rules package of the Senate, when a bill is proposed, the President pro tempore has to refer it to a committee unless a motion is attached to it, which I can go in further detail about that in another video. Currently, the Senate has 6 committees. There are the following: Public Safety Appropriations, Healthcare, Education, Labor and Pension, Rules, Ethics and Government, Commerce, Science and Transportation, and finally, Judicial Review. I plan to go into further detail about the functions of these committees and how committees are also used other than to discuss legislation. As for now, that will be the end of this video. I thank you all for tuning in and showing your support. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them below and I'll do my best to get to you. Be safe, be healthy, and take care.